Welcome to Scrap Metal News, powered by the Scrapper Bob YouTube channel, where we look to cover the latest news around scrap metal, recycling, commodities and anything to do with metals in general. Today's top news for scrap metal.
Denver bans cash sales of scrap metal as it fights copper theft. Thefts are up for scrap metals like copper, copper alloys, bronze, brass, and aluminum. By Kyle Harris of Denverite.com. June 2, 2025. Denver City Council voted to pass new regulations for scrap metal sales, hoping to make it harder for thieves to sell materials like copper, copper alloys, bronze, brass, and aluminum. After the city passed laws to make catalytic converters harder to sell, which have already shown positive results, city officials said thieves set their sights on scrap metal. Some targeted RTD railways and electric vehicle chargers for their copper cables, damages that can cost thousands of dollars to repair. In 2024, there were nearly 500 reported cases of scrap metal theft. What does the scrap metal bill do? City Council members Daryl Watson and Flor Alvarez introduced a bill last month to take on the trend. It essentially copies and pastes the city's new laws about catalytic converters. Under the proposal, scrap dealers would have to refuse all cash transactions, keep detailed records of purchases from scrap sellers, collect signed affidavits explaining how and where the scrap metal was obtained, keep copies of photo IDs and license plate numbers. Officials with the Department of Excise and Licensing and the Denver Police Department would get the power to inspect transaction records and inventory at scrap merchants. Non-compliance could result in fines of up to $5,000 per violation per day, as well as license revocation. The new rules passed on an 11-2 vote. What people for and against the bill said. Council members Sarah Parody and Chantal Lewis opposed the bill because it blocks people from getting cash for scrap metal sales. Alvarez pushed back against their argument, saying the bill was not about punishing people for being poor. In other scrap metal news. From Smoky Barn News, a tractor-trailer traveling southbound on Louisville Highway 31W, overturned beneath the I-65 overpass at exit 98 Wednesday, spilling a load of scrap metal into an active interstate construction zone. No injuries reported.
Now it is time for Load of the Day. Today's load comes from Roger in the Scrap Metal Talk group on Facebook. Wow, Roger, what a nice load and what an awesome little truck. Keep up the great work. This is it for this June 6, 2025 edition of Scrap Metal News. Take care everyone and be safe out there. May your aluminum can bins be full and your copper plentiful.